Hey conscious lovers, this video is for you if you want to let go of what is not serving you in your sex life. No more doubts, no more shyness, no more self-consciousness in your sex life, and actually embrace feeling more self-assured, feeling more satisfied, feeling more confident in your sexuality. I'm 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, a sex coach and a Tantra teacher, and in this video I will be sharing with you how society might have influenced how you feel about your sexuality and how to change that so that you can feel more empowered in your sex life because you deserve that. And if you love this content and if you're a big yes to embrace more consciousness and holistic sex, then please give it a thumb up. It really helps, and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned and learn more about conscious sex, because we all deserve to feel more satisfied in our sex life, don't we? Sadly, we live in a sexual negative culture. Despite sex is portrayed everywhere, it's portrayed in a very superficial way. And this has consequences, as an impact in how we live our sex life. Sex is portrayed everywhere, but it really binds with shame, with secretiveness, with make it really performative. And so in that sense, it's very hard to live our sexuality freely. So it's like, I always give this example because I think it's so good. Like if you invite someone home and, you want to offer them a coffee, you was like, do you want a coffee? Do you want a tea? Do you want sugar, coconut milk, cow milk? You just ask question, right? But if you're about to make love with someone, even if it's your husband, your long-term partner, or if it's a new lover, you don't really talk about what do you like sexually. How do you feel about making love? What does this mean for you? What are things that turn you on? What are things that you don't like? We just don't talk about it. And in the similar example, inviting someone at home is like, imagine if you are trying to guess what they want by grabbing, the tea box and just doing like this and waiting for the answer, if they're like doing like nodding, or if they say no, or like grabbing some spoon and just about to pour it but just waiting for the answer, reading the body language. So it's kind of like the same thing, right? And so we might be thinking that we are so sexually liberated. However, we are really embedded in this like shame. It just creeps and comes into us. And then we don't even know why, but we don't feel comfortable talking about it. Or, we don't feel comfortable about being so open around it. Or we feel some intrinsic shame without even knowing why. This sexual shame starts when we are kids. Every kid, when they're like 3 or 4, they start to play with their bodies. And what happens is that the world responds by reflecting to them shame. Let me give you an example. Samantha, she's 4 and she's rubbing her clitoris. It feels so good. Her mom walks in the door and she's like, what are you doing? Stop. That's not okay. If it's not her mom, it would be like a friend. Oh, that's disgusting. Or a teacher. This is really inappropriate at school. So Samantha will start to link, pleasure, touching myself, with shame. That's not accepted. And that shame makes the body shutting down. And so we forget about that because we're 3, 4, we forget about it. But then 20 years later, we feel a sense of shame when we touch our bodies. We have a sense of like, I better get it done quickly. I better hide and be secretive. I'm not going to share that with my partner or my friends, or I'm not talking openly about it. And therefore, that shame starts to really shut down your body and preventing you from fully embrace your sexual potential. And we're so in it, as I said, that sometimes we don't even realize, but reviews of 57 studies found important links between women sexual satisfaction and body image, how they see themselves. And I see it all the time with my clients. Like literally, when women struggle with their body image, they can't fully relax and let go in sex. In this study, they feel that women who feel worse about their look and their bodies have less pleasurable sex, find it harder to reach orgasm, sometimes have pain during intercourse, and expose themselves to more riskier and sex that might have higher consequences. And of course, like if you think about it, when someone feels, unsexy or not beautiful, it's harder to make love, to really let go and fully embrace the experience. So some signs that you might be carrying some sexual shame shows as I feel uncomfortable talking about my sex life. I'm not really feeling satisfied about my sex life, but I feel a bit uncomfortable in bringing this topic up with friends or learning about it. Feeling like your body shuts down when you're about to make love or masturbate and you don't know why. All of those might be signs that you're carrying some sexual shame without even realizing it. And the first step of healing is awareness. So the 3 steps to bring really a change and not letting those doubts have a grip on you is AMA. So A is for awareness. So the first step of healing, awareness. The second is the change of mindset, M. And the third one, A, is about taking action. So take different action upon your inside. So let me give you a little example. I feel like shame about masturbating, and so I always avoid it. That has been my strategy so far. But I know it's important for my sexual empowerment. Then I will, first of all, become aware of it. Oh, I'm doing this. Second step, I change my mindset. Instead of avoiding it, I'm going to welcome self-exploration because it's important in my sexual empowerment. And the third one, the shift in the mind, but also taking action. So I'm going to plan in my diary every week 1 hour to do my self-pleasure practice. And sometimes it's hard to understand which limiting belief or doubts I'm carrying, and more will also unfold as you will explore more of your sexual journey. With this video, there is a worksheet and there is a list of examples of limiting beliefs that you might be carrying. So read them and then really take a moment to reflect. Is that applying to you? At which degree? And if it does, what is the empowering belief that you can make from it? Such as, I am ashamed of my sexuality. The empowering belief could be also different, but one example is, I celebrate my sexuality. Another limiting belief is, I feel like my sexual worth depends upon my look. And the empowering belief is, oh, my sexual worth doesn't depend upon my look. It's just intrinsic in who I am. I'm sexually worthy however I look like. And so you can see that we start to bring awareness to things that might be holding us back, and we start to shift our attitude towards it. And I also want to mention that some of you might have been exposed to really intense sexual experiences, such as sexual assault, traumas, or very intense religious, strict upbringing. So for those of you, I would highly recommend to reach out. Feel free to give me a call, to book a call with me, or reach out to someone in your area to support you. Because in that case, if sex feels really unsafe, and there is a reason such as sexual assault or a very rigid upbringing, you might need some more guidance in order to let go of that limiting belief, because it has a stronger grip on you. So depending on what you're at in your journey, the list, the worksheet, and that change of mindset might be enough. And for some of you, you might want to have just more support. So summarizing, in this video, we've seen that our negative sex culture has an impact on how we live our sexuality. We have took on some limiting belief, shames, doubt due to living in such a culture. And by A is for awareness, M, change of mindset, and A, change action, take action upon it, we really start to bring a shift. And those limiting beliefs or doubts will not have a grip on you. So go ahead, download the worksheet, and start to reclaim your pleasure in bed and really unleash your sexuality fully. This video was amazing, and it was just a little taste, just a little bite from my Mindful Sexuality and Introduction to Tantra online course. In the course, I will be guiding you in how to have more present, connect sex, in how to have full body orgasms, how to feel more confident in lovemaking, and just simply more connected so that you can unlock deeper pleasure and more intense orgasms. And because you're part of my YouTube community, I'm going to give you a gift. And so you will get 30% off if you enter the code 𝗍𝗲𝗀 And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to give a thumb up to this video. Let's keep spreading these sexual conscious vibes.